All right, so this is a problem from homework 2E. It's number 23. Okay, so here first we're given h of x is f of x times f of g of x. Okay, so I see product rule, and so I'm asked to find h prime of 1. So I'm going to save that, and of course I'm going to find the derivative first in x's. So first d second, so multiplying by the derivative of the inside. So this is chain rule, right? Take the derivative of the outside function, carry the inside along, and then multiply by the derivative of the inside, plus second d first. All right, so h prime of 1, and I'm going to encourage you just to take the step to write the 1 in for the x everywhere. And then I'm not going to write the pieces of information down on this whiteboard because that'd be a lot to write down. I'm just going to refer to it. So f of 1 looks like it gives me 3. And then I need to go inside, and then I need to find g of 1, which is equal to 2. And then g prime of 1, which is 4. And then g of 1, which was 2. And then f prime of 1, which is negative 3. So I'm going to multiply these two together, so that gives me 12. And then f prime of 2, that gives me 3. F of 2, that gives me a negative 2. Oops, sometimes a negative 3. So I get 36 plus 6, so 42. All right. So let's move it up a little bit. Okay, so the second function was k of x. And k of x is equal to x times f of x over f of g of x. Okay, so before I even begin, I'm just going to scope it out, and I'm going to recognize there's product rule there, and I see chain rule is going to be needed on this denominator, and I've got quotient rule. So it says a little bit of everything. So quotient rule is the most outside. So remember how the rhyme goes. Low d high minus high d low, square the bottom and off you go. So you always start low, bottom of the ladder. So low d high. Okay, so I see there's product rule, so I'm even going to start with parentheses because I know there's going to be addition. So first d second plus second d first, just putting it in there for effect. You don't need to write that. Minus high d low. So derivative of the f, carry the inside g along, and multiply by the derivative of the g all over this whole thing squared. Okay. So again, I really encourage you. So notice I'm saying k prime of x. Now I want to say k prime of 1. Whoops, I'm going to take the time to put the 1 in everywhere there's an x. So this x, I'm going to replace it with a 1. So I'm not going to write it anymore. So plus f of 1 minus, so again, put a 1 there, f of 1 times f prime of g of 1, g prime of 1 all over f of g of 1 all squared. Bring it up a little bit. All right, so here we go, plugging information in. So I got to go inside, excuse me, inside. So g of 1 is equal to 2. F prime of 1 is equal to negative 3. F of 1 is equal to 3 minus f of 1, 3 times, and I need to go inside here. So g of 1 is 2, g prime of 1 is 4, all over f of, g of 1, which is 2. And all of that is squared. So right here, I can see that I'm going to get a 0. So this whole first term is gone, right? Bring it up a little bit. So whatever this is going to be multiplied times 0. So I'm just going to put a 0 there. And so here I get a negative 12 times f prime of 2, which is a 3, all over f of 2, which is negative 2 and squared. So I get a negative 36 divided by 4, so that's negative 9.